Hello, Keith here with Maps Fun and Games. Today we're playing PanzerLeader. We're on scenario 4 and we're on turn 5. The American forces are attacking the town of St. Lo. Now I'm looking at this scenario right here, and a very important part of this, look at this river back here. It's going to be hard to attack German units with it back to that river because it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to get around the side and to flank them. So I'm thinking that may be a good way to defend. I put all my forces up front, and I don't think that's really a wise thing to do. Maybe if you put also the trucks on the bridges over here, you could give the American forces one more thing that they have to deal with. Because the Americans have a lot of tanks, a lot of infantry in this scenario. They don't have any engineers, so that's big too. And what's really creating a problem right now for the Americans is the strong point right here. They have a STUG-3, a Stug-3 armor weapon, and all targets in cities and towns are considered armored targets. So that's a very powerful weapon. Over here, spread out, they have two Hetzers, which are powerful. And also they have two 15 attack factor mortars right back here. They have one here, and they have one here. What do the Americans have? The Americans have a lot of infantry and a lot of tanks. Now, in this particular scenario, the Americans have lost quite a few tanks. They haven't lost as many infantry, but they've lost quite a few tanks, and they've also lost one of their, I gotta remove that fire. They also lost one of their anti-armor guns. Anti-armor guns are very powerful in attacking cities. I just want to remove the fired marker. But anyways, I'm going to back off the screen, and I'm going to take a look if I ordered any opportunity fire. I put my 3 mortars back here. And let's take a look at the log. And I like this version. This is the PanzerLeader Deluxe. I've got to take a look at who produced it so I can mention them at least once. Okay, so the spotting unit is in CC8. And I think the spotting unit took off. It's no longer there. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's literally not there anymore. Now I have to find another unit that I can have spot. All right, and that's the thing. So let's see now. Another unit I can have spot. And that's the tricky part, figuring out what hex you're gonna spot from. So I'm gonna spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna spot from Y6, and my target. This is turn 4, so this will take effect turn 5. I got all my mortars, but what's the target gonna be? I anticipate eliminating that. Maybe just back here, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. W5, maybe? Try W5. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. So now we are the direct fire phase. That's when the armor units take full effect, and I think that's great because I can take out that Stug-3. So that's going to be 22. That's going to be 44 to 12. That's going to be a 3 to 1. And if I use this one, 44, I need 48. Yeah, and if I use this anti-armor right here, yep. So I want to use that. And I'm going to have 4 to 1. I don't have to use that tank. I'll just use this tank. Right click fired, and right over here, right click fired. That's going to be 4 to 1, anything but 6, and that Stug is a wreck. Now the Germans are in trouble. I see the Americans winning this scenario handily. And I'm thinking that maybe one of the mistakes I made for the Germans was defending too far up. Maybe I should have just defended back here in the city. Maybe, I'm not sure. So replace that back there. All right, how else can I wreak havoc? Well, let's not. Well, armor targets. 10 take. That'll be a 1-to-1 +1. I mean, I'll be glad to take it. 1-to-1 +1, and that's no effect. No effect. No effect. Fire. All right, any other armor in the city? Okay. That's it. And I have an armor unit over here. That's 11 firepower. It's pretty powerful. So if I take that 11 firepower, that'll be 22 firepower. And I could attack the engineer at 2-to-1 odds. I can attack the engineer at 2-to-1 odds +1. 2-to-1 +1. No effect. So 2-to-1, that's a 7, no effect. It was worth a shot. I'd love to take that engineer out. No, not dispersed. Fired. Dispersed and put a fired marker on. Did I just do it again? I just did it again. Dispersed. There we go. Okay, so this armor unit has no target. I don't think I have any more armor units in the city. Nope. All right. So now the movement phase. Everybody here is dispersed. I can remove that quick march because they're not going to be quick marching this turn. Everybody over here, one of them's dispersed. I can remove the quick march from the one that's dispersed. And that unit right there, I'm not going to quick march with it, so I can just go ahead and remove the quick march. That's dispersed, and I can remove the quick march from that one. Okay, so up here, none of these are going to be using quick march. So I can remove the quick march from the 2 infantry. 1, 2. And I can move quick march from these because these aren't going to be using quick march. 2. All right. These units, that and machine gun unit can't use quick march anyways, but it's dispersed. I don't know if I would ever use the other 3 to do quick march. No, they don't need to do quick march, so I'm going to remove the quick march from them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it for tidying up the markers a little bit. Now, how do I continue that? Those 2 hetzers are going to be a problem. And in order to destroy those, I need armor in there. I need to be able to attack those guys. If I bring these armor in, I can bring these armor. I can bring 1 armor over here. And I would be fairly safe because it's stacked with a lot of infantry, and that's fairly powerful, so I can move that armor over there. I want to clear moved first. Okay, so I could bring the armor in there. Because the armor in the city is powerful. Now this hex right there, I'm already maxed out with units. And they're all dispersed. I don't think I have any other places to put. I don't want to put armor right there because those Stokes, STUGs, they're powerful. They're going to be a problem. I might just work around the southern side of this. Try to come around to the other side because they're together. They're really powerful in defense. What am I going to do with this guy? I mean, I could totally move him to the other side of the battlefield. All right, I can move him right there. Or I can move him over there. Things, do they need more firepower in this side? No. Right now, I'm going to move that armor unit over here. That's what I like about this Panzer. It's very interesting. All right, what do we got over here? See, they're all marked moved, and only the armor unit moved. So let's go give it a move marker. I want to remove the move command, except for everybody but him. I don't know if I can do that. All right, anyways, that's taking too much. And actually, I have too many units in this hex. That's a problem. So that armor unit wouldn't even be able to enter that because there's a wreck there. Oh. So what do I got over here? I got the maximum over there. I couldn't put the armor over there. So there's a problem. I'm backed up with armor. Because I have four units over here. There are only 3 over here, but if I send an armor unit over there, it's going to get destroyed. So I think that's it. I mean, that infantry is going to get hit hard next turn. I'm going to lose that tank. And even if I take this hex, which I probably will, I can do a close assault. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do a 1-to-1 -2 would be 1-to-1 -1 close assault over there. So things are kind of bogging down now, and things are getting difficult, which is good. I don't like a boring game. Anyways, let's send somebody around the side here. So this guy is going to quick march. 1, 2, 3. Right click. Well, he can't quick march because it's got the heavy machine gun, but this guy can quick march. One about right there. I can put one more unit right there. And that unit's going to quick march, and I have to see if they're dispersed. They're not dispersed, which is good. Now this unit can opportunity fire. And that would be a 6 to a 1-to-1, but no modifiers, and they would lose the opportunity to do close assault. So no. This guy, I'd like to get at least 1 unit over there. Now I gotta, this opportunity fire would be gone. Let's see, yeah, would be gone. So the howitzer over there would be available to fire. I also have an infantry unit over there. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to quick march. Check for dispersal. Not dispersed. Now this howitzer has 4 firepower. That would be a 1-to-2. 1-to-2 straight up. Well, let's see. I don't know if that was in the line of sight enough. Okay. Obviously there it's in the line of sight. not in the line of sight there. That's in the line, that's in the line of sight. That is not in the line of sight. So that's probably going to be, well, if it came from this hex, it would have been blocked by that hex corner. Let's see. So I missed that blocks. So that's good to go. Now this unit, and I just don't want to send units forward willy-nilly, so to speak. But I have 3 over, and it's not like I have infinite infantry that I can throw against my opponents. Quick march over there. I'd rather be on that hex though. You guys I have here. So I'm gonna quick march right here. Let's see if I can mark all these at once. A quick march. Oops. Quick march. There we go. And I got to roll to see if they're dispersed. No, good. No, and one is dispersed. And again, that dispersed ends at the end of this turn. And I can have a 1 to 2 attack against one of those. I don't want to. There's no benefit. What about this guy? I want him to quick march. 1, 2, 3. Quick march. Check for dispersal. No. Okay. So I think that's it for, well, I got the tank fired. Okay. So that's it for movement. This is turning out to be a tough nut to crack. I think this side, I'm going to be able to make some progress on the southern side over here because there's no armor. But those two hetzers are going to be have issues with the hetzers. Okay, and that's it. So now I'm going to take a brief pause while I clean up the fired markers because we're going to go into the German. Oh wait, close assaults. Do I have any? 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a 1 to 1 minus 1. It's dispersed. Good. And that's it. So I'll remove the markers, pause, and I will be back with you after I remove the... Okay, I cleaned up the markers. I accidentally before deleted half track, so I had to add it back. And it says 22310 with a CI. And it was supposed to be a 22310 with the CI, even though that looks like a different model. It says just says half track, so that is a half track with the same numbers. And that says half track. Okay. It's just unusual because the counter appears as M3. Once it hits the board, it has a different image. Interesting. Okay, anyways. It doesn't say half track. All right. So first we check for opportunity fire for the Germans. We are on turn 5. Spotting is X6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do have spotting. And we're looking at Y6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. Those fired markers too. Oh, it's just 2. Fired and remove the fired. Okay, so we have 15 fire, 30 firepower, but it's divided. There we go. Okay, 15 firepower, but it's divided 4 ways. There. So 15 divided by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. No, I mean 30. 30 divided by 4 is, that's going to be 7 firepower against each of these. So the 2 rifles are going to be 1 to 1 plus 1. I have too many units in there too now. Son of a. Did I remove the half track? No, okay. One of those guys has to go back where he came from. Okay. I think the last one in here was the armor unit. So I'm gonna leave it for now. 7 firepower against each of these. First against the half track, 2 to 1 plus 1. 2 to 1 plus 1, the half track becomes a burning wreck. So those mortars are powerful for the Germans. Next, we have the infantry. The infantry is going to be 1 to 1 plus 1. Infantry is dispersed. This ain't going to be easy, is it? So the next 2 are 1 to 2 plus 1. Wow. So another, he's dispersed. That was really effective. That's 3, so we have 1 tank that wasn't affected by the indirect fire. Wow. Okay, I kind of like that. I think we're going to try that again. Oh, maybe the Germans have a chance here. Maybe this will be a very tough nut to crack. That indirect fire. Let me check the indirect fire log. I want the same thing next turn. Yep. Good. Okay, now for direct fire. What do we got here? We don't got poop here. Got poop there. We got big poop over there. Okay, big poop over there. Fortunately, the only target it has is, well, there's a tank there. So 12 plus 12. So I got 48 to 9. Or I can do 36 and a 12. Well, I can't split. So I'm going to do a 4 to 1 against the tank. And that tank becomes a wreck. I thought I already had a wreck there. All right, maybe I didn't. So that's a strong, very strong point right there. The Hetzer's fired. Fired and fired. I wasn't able to do anything against the infantry though. But we have, well, my 2 rifle units are going to fire. It's them. It's going to be a 1 to 1 plus 1. And I rolled a 1, so they are dispersed. Excellent. All right. I thought I had another vehicle there, which was destroyed. I'm pretty sure I had another wreck marker over there. No, I didn't, because I remember I could have brought a tank in, but I didn't want to because it would have just been flamed, like what just happened. Okay. So that's a heavy resistance there. Okay, let's see. Do the Germans have any other fire? No. Oh, I gotta remove that. All right. That howitzer doesn't have a target. I don't think I want to do any more. Well, I got this guy right here. I'm going to drive right over here. Drop off him. Meanwhile, he's going to go here. And these guys, 1, 2, right there. And all right, I think that's it. these guys are waiting to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. I'm going to load up that infantry. So that gives me 3 units over there. I know this wasn't in the perfect order, but and that'll leave room for one more truck right there. Boom. Because I can move them into this area. Except I can move the howitzer and the... Just going to make it clear that that truck is loaded. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm going to leave that back there. Just because, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal if I moved it forward, but I'm just going to leave it there and I can move it in next turn anyways. All right. So that's going to be it for now. Now remember, the Americans have to capture everything east of the river and everything west of the river, or everything east of the river and these 2 towns. All right, so we did direct fire. We're doing movement. So far, so good. If I move him here, he's going to not make it. He just unloaded. So right here, I have a close assault against, oh man. So I got 12, playing 5, 17. So that's going to be a 6 to 17. 2, 3, 2. It'll be a 3 to 1. There'll be a 2 to 1 minus 2 because of the engineer. Well, I got 17. 8 to 17. Yeah, it's still going to be 3 to 1. Dispersal over here. That would be the best place to attack. 1, 2, 3. So this spot right here would be the best place to attack if I can. 18 and 6 is 24. And I can attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So I can do a 1 to 3, 1 to 3, which would become a 1 to 2 because of the engineer. So it'd be a 1 to 2 minus 1. I would have a 50% chance. Oh, yeah, 50% of getting a dispersal over here, and that would just disperse the tank. Or I can go over here. And that would be a 8 to 17. It would be a 1 to 3, becomes a 1 to 2, 1 to 2 minus 2. I'm going to take the 1 to 2 minus 2 over here. So that will be a 1 to 2, 2. So all of these guys, those 2 are dispersed. Okay, that's all those guys are dispersed. That's good. That's a good result. And any other close assaults? I don't believe so. Okay. All right. So that's it for turn number 4. I believe we're going into turn number 5. Next. No, that was turn 5. We're going into turn number 6, actually. I thank you, everybody. Things are getting very interesting over here. I'm going to pause while I clean up the German mark. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. This is getting more and more interesting. I will see you for turn 6. Thank you.